my, what happened? There must have been an accident. Harvey? Harvey? Are you all right?
I'm okay. You don't get hurt easily when your spine is made of terry cloth, but we seem to have lost a whole lot of things.
The childproofing still seems to work. Do you see that door over there, Harvey? That's where we must have been ejected.
Must have been one heck of a stunt. With extensive special effects and glorious pyrotechnics.
Out of hinges, out of mind. We learned in group therapy to leave the site of an accident unaltered. Keyword, accident reconstruction. Dark and unfathomable. Look where we wound up, Harvey.
It's wet. It's muddy. It's way better than the asylum.
Yoo-hoo! If there's anyone down there with concrete blocks on their feet, I'd rather not know. Ugh, isn't it a bit cold to go swimming? I flunked the exam as a domestique. This will never again win a classic car show. Have you any recollection of the crash, Harvey?
I remember a dazzling light and a deafening crunch. The stench of smoke and sulfur was in the air. And then there was this giant red guy with horns.
Great. I'm involved in an accident here, and you had the nerve to go to an Alice Cooper concert? I see. So you really transported mob celebrities?
I sure did. I've had all kinds of them in here, even half at once. Oh yeah, those were the days.
Well, well. Empty, except for a tow rope. I'll take the tow rope. This will never again win a classic car. You were a good car, and you carried us many miles. Farewell. They weren't so big on lightweight construction back then. Have you any recollection of the crash, Harvey?
I remember a
Oh, hello.
Have you sorted things out?
I can't believe we had an accident.
I guess these things just happen if you put a wacko in the driver's seat.
Where are the others?
Alaman clambered up the slope after he came to, was mumbling something about an epiphany.
I'm afraid he might have lost the rest of his marbles now. He didn't have many left to begin with, anyway.
I didn't see the keymaster anywhere. Did you, Marty?
Nope.
Does the car still work? All right, I take that question back. Don't you want to go on?
Let's put it this way. It's not exactly at the top of our list.
The guards from the asylum have put a roadblock further down the road. If you're smart, you'll stay here with us until they give up the search.
It's much more cozy in here anyway.
What are you up to?
Marty has invented a card trick.
It's more like a system.
Yeah, a system. He's hiding the Ace of Hearts using a system that only he knows.
And Howdy has to figure it out.
I'm almost there.
I believe he would have gotten it a while ago, if it weren't for the electric shocks he keeps getting from the car. Every time he's about to pick the correct card.
Every darn time. Strange coincidence, that.
Would you like to have a try?
Sure, fire away.
If you pick the right one 3 times in a row, you win.
Is there a prize?
No. Are you ready anyway?
Yeah, so what now?
Pick a card. Okay, the first one. Are you sure? Right. Second round. The third card. Positive. Right. Third round. So, the last one. Totally convinced? Right again. You've made it.
Ouch! The auto body gave me an electric shock.
That's crazy. The same thing happened to me when I won the last time.
Is there anything else?
I think I'm beginning to figure out how the system works.
Enough with this game. Gotta run.
Don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Wow. Somehow I feel better now. Elevated, energetic, rather charged. Winning a game always lifts your spirits. But maybe it's just the electrostatic charge from the auto body. Nope, not even wild Harveys could drag me there. We finally made it out, Harvey.
At last we can make our dream of an ice cream parlor come true.
But we'll go and prove my father innocent first.
That too.
Whoa, I'm getting all giddy. Look, Harvey, the moon.
Ow! Ow!
I bow to your grace, O source of purity.
She shall be granted an audience.
Even emperors and kings of ancient times wanted to conquer the moon. Alas, they all failed. I'd rather not. To bathe in moonlight, I'd need at least SPF 0.04. Go to hell, place of horror. I'm already taking a bunch of unpleasant memories from there. I think I've used the asylum one time too many already. Forget it. Not even wild horses could drag me there, or any other animal for that matter.
That is no moon. It's a space station.
Ow! Ow! What do you make of this bench, Harvey?
That's something for old people, pigeons, and skaters.
I'll bring Dr. Marcel before the bench. That's a promise. What's Alu up to now?
Hey, Alu, old pirate.
Hello, Harvey. Do you take good care of Edna?
Course I do, Gramps.
Wait a second. Does that mean you actually understand what he's saying?
Well, not always. Only when he's making sense.
Too bad. That would have been a hoot. Hello, old dog. Did you overcome your little accident?
Nicka wooka bicka bucka dicka dacka pang.
Nice. What exactly are you doing?
When we had this accident, and I was thrown through the air, that's when I had a vision.
Shoes that grow with your feet.
Nonsense. I know how I can be turned into a being of pure energy now.
We all prayed for that.
I need to be struck by lightning.
It doesn't look like there's going to be a thunderstorm today.
Don't bother me with trivialities. After I've been converted into a being of pure energy, I can make thunderstorms happen whenever I want.
Have you seen the Keymaster?
He's better off not showing his face around me. My Buddhist mindset prohibits me from all animus. But I think Hadi and Madi are pretty upset because of the accident.
I thought they looked quite content sitting down there in the sedan.
Surely they're contemplating ripping his tongue out and breaking his spine.
Madi is playing cards.
After that, they'll bend up his toenails.
And Hadi is enjoying a smoke.
And then they'll rip his skin from his bones with an old rusty nail. I'm glad I'm so mentally balanced.
There's a roadblock in the way.
Is it really the roadblock that's in the way? Couldn't it be your attitude instead?
No, it's the roadblock. You can even see it from here. Over there. That's it. Can I borrow your antioxidant?
No. I need it to enhance my conductivity. After lightning has struck me, then you can have it.
Great. In that case, I get it anyway. Do you think the shock therapy could be reversed?
Interesting thought. You mean a correct prediction could charge you electrically?
What? No, I didn't mean that. What I meant was...
generating electricity through precognition. That's in accordance with my theories. That implies that I would not only be omnipotent as an energy being, I'd also be omniscient. If only that lightning would strike me already.
Good luck. I'll go now.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I can't promise that.
Ouch! What was that?
Lightning! You've been struck by lightning!
Really? It didn't feel like anything I expected. It was so unspectacular.
Anyway, you're a creature of energy now.
Yes. That seems to be the case.
So why don't you start acting like one? Wooga!
Wooga?
Wooga!
Wooga!
My synapses aren't rusty at all. Now that you are a being of pure energy, I guess you won't be needing this anymore.
Wooga!
A house with a pointed hat. Look, Harvey, a house with a pointed hat.
I bet there's a clown living there.
Hello? I can't believe he still has to go. Look, Harvey, his bladder just won't empty.
He has a true superpower.
A side door to the unknown. What do you think of it, Harvey?
It's a door. It leads to the side. Experts call such a thing a side door.
Must be its Latin name. Why can't you be opened?
Why does the wind blow? Why does the grass grow?
Must be related to Bob Dylan. There's a thick layer of dust on the reflectors. What do you make of it, Harvey?
A warning triangle? Pshaw! Who needs such a thing?
Accident! Accident! Accident? Look, Harvey, first aid.
This rate's no better than third aid at the most. I'm not touching third aid kits.
To be honest, it isn't even very aiding.
So it's just the third kit. I wonder where the first two are.
Lost in the logic nimbus. The lighter is missing. The ignition key is missing.
Hey, what's that? Is there somebody in the van?
Oops, it's starting to roll away.
Hey, what's going on? Stop!
Dark and unfathomable. What do you think of a dip in the moonlight?
I don't think the moonlight can get you really clean.
Since when do you fancy cleanliness?
I don't, but you can't get very dirty from moonlight either.
You're right. Let's forget about the dip. Yoo-hoo! If there's anyone down there with concrete blocks on their feet, Ugh. Isn't it a bit cold to go swimming? I flunked the exam as a domestique. No time to go fishing.
Exactly. We're not in Azeroth after all.
There are more vehicles. Even a police car. I'll have to find another way. Dark and unfathomable. I only run roughshod over other people's belongings, not the environment. The lock is rusted tight. What do you think of this gate, Harvey?
Ah, our specialty.
Let me in! Let me in! I really feel like I could take on the world right now, but then the world isn't rusted tight. Let's see how good this stuff really is. This is the last resting place for Henry Miller. He won the Monterey Bench Trophy every year. What do you think of it, Harvey?
Let's get out of here, okay?
You're not frightened, are you?
What? No, not a bit. Can we please go now?
Good evening. Hello. I'm nowhere near ready for that yet. Last resting place of Mattis Conrad. This is my father's grave, Harvey. So it really is true. He is dead after all. What can I do, Harvey? Where shall I go?
Calm down, Edna. Let's just stick to our plan. We'll make our way home. Then we'll look for compromising evidence against Dr. Marcel. We'll be okay. I'm sure of it.
Can you remember my father, Harvey?
Mattis was a pretty laid-back guy. He may have lacked a little backbone, but he was definitely no killer.
This sounds very much like a cliché, but I'll avenge you, Dad. My father's grave.
Let's move along quickly.
Deirdre, figure skating until late spring. What do you think of it, Harvey?
Let's get out of here, okay?
You're not frightened, are you?
What? No, not a bit. Can we please go now?
John Henry Suckinson, vacuum cleaner salesman. What do you think of it, Harvey?
Let's get out of here, okay?
You're not frightened, are you?
What? No, not a bit. Can we please go now?
I really have to move on if I'm going to lift the veil that covers my past.
But
I can talk to the dead after I finished my apprenticeship as a healer. There's a road leading to our old house behind this gate. How can I get through here, Harvey?
we should build ourselves a helicopter. What's wrong, Edna?
I'm cold. Why don't you let me pass?
Hey, it's not my fault I'm chained here.
There's something creepy about this church. Look, Harvey, a church.
I don't want to go in there.
Maybe there's someone in there who can help us. Or are you afraid that you might turn into ash on the doorstep?
Oh, sure. You're laughing now.
How should I use a church? Oh, pray, you mean? Aw. Do I look that strong? I don't feel like I am. This is something like a ham radio for theologists. Are you religious, Harvey?
I believe that Elvis is still alive. Does that count?
Hello? God? Are you home? He's taking a nap, obviously. The company logo. Are you religious, Harvey?
Does that...
Jesus? Are you there? He's not on the job at the moment. Taking a break, obviously. Nah, you can die for your own sins. A forerunner of TV.
Whoa! A pulpit! May I preach free love?
Not now. I'm not the pastoral type. What do you make of it, Harvey?
A book? Boring! I want video game shooters!
Oh, golden-draped collection of semantic contextualizations. Will you reveal your knowledge to me?
Whoever is able to read has the key to all wisdom.
But I'm only able to look at, use, and talk to.
Well, tough cookies for you, then.
Not exactly the Vienna Boys Choir. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Wow! Paul Bunyan Crew Fresno! My favorite punk band!
Are you ready to rock?
Yeah!
That would be blasphemy. Not exactly the Vienna Boys Choir. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Wow! Jesus Zombie Massacre! My favorite thrash metal band!
Not exactly the Vienna Boys. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Wow! Sacrilegia! My favorite speed metal band!
A music station is on.
Let's watch a zombie movie!
Later, Harvey. Highway to hell. I'm on a highway to hell.
Do you mind?
Come on, Harvey. We need to get our mental stability verified first. Then we'll have plenty of time to steal TV sets from churches.
Hey, I was watching that.
Not exactly the Vienna Boys. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Whoa! Even Blacker Sabbath! My favorite death metal band!
Not exactly the Vienna Boys Choir. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Wow! God Sucks Incorporated! My favorite new metal band!
Nice stereo. Look, Harvey, a stereo. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Party!
Hi, Fi. How's it going? No time to listen to music. This prevents music from shooting past your ears. Those aren't made for rabbit's ears. Hello? Hello? Strange. It doesn't hear me. No time to listen to music.
Hey, keep your mitts off. That's expensive.
This is a special interest magazine for guitar players. Look, Harvey, a special interest magazine for guitar players.
I can't read music.
It's not written in music, just regular words.
That really makes no sense at all. Why do you have to be a guitar player to read it?
Not bad. What do you make of it, Harvey?
Rock and roll!
I need amplification.
Not in the psychological sense, you don't.
Hey, keep your mitts off. That's expensive.
He doesn't exactly look like a rocker, but he doesn't look like your average reverend either. What do you make of this guy, Harvey?
Is he ignoring us? Hey, you! Are you ignoring us? Jesus was a stinker! I believe he's ignoring us.
Hello? You have a visitor.
Just a moment, please. I'm watching this.
But I need refuge.
Wait a second. You're Edna. Mattis Conrad's daughter.
What? You knew my father?
Did I know your father? The story of your father has become legend. Don't you remember what happened back then?
No. In fact, I forgot everything. Tell me now. I want to hear the whole story.
Yes, I think you should know. You probably know that your father was convicted for the murder of a child. He was given the death penalty.
Yes, I've heard that. But I don't believe it.
And he was not the perpetrator, indeed.
I knew it.
Actually, the whole thing happened like this. What's that? Is somebody playing the organ?
That's not important now. Just tell me what happened.
No, I have to check. I'll be back in a moment. Now you just wait here, and don't touch anything.
All right.
You have to promise.
Yeah, I won't touch anything. I promise.
Good girl. See you in a bit. I'll tell you everything when I get back.
No time to listen to music. Nobody can decipher this gobbledygook. I'd better take it somewhere where there's a wall plug. There, now it's powered up, and the acoustics should be better as well. Locked. Plan B, in case the organist is ill. Look, Harvey, a tape deck.
Oh no, and I forgot to bring the tape mix.
You made me a tape mix? That is so sweet, buddy.
Yeah, but now it's destined to rot in the mixer forever.
It's a pet peeve of mine that radio presenters always talk to you, but they never answer anything you say to them. It isn't a Walkman. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Elevator music. Better press stop. Additional seating for holidays. What do you think? Shall I take a quick rest?
Soon, Edna, soon.
Sit. All right. But what?
Ah, Edna.
What happened here? What have you done?
That's what you get when you free an insane man from an asylum. You should never have done this.
But you said I should make a key for you.
And why did you listen to me? I shouldn't be free. Edna, you should have known this.
Everybody has a right to freedom.
Have a close look at the poor reverend. Edna, that's what the freedom you gave me looks like. This is your creation.
But
I have taken precautions, so this will never happen again. I've locked us both up in here. I can't be allowed out in the world ever again.
I can't stay here. I've got to get to my father's house.
You have no choice. This is a puzzle that even you won't be able to solve. How do you manage to escape without setting me free at the same time?
I can see the alpha, but where is the omega? What are your thoughts about this magnificent stained glass window?
it would make impressive shards.
Can you see the light?
Hallelujah.
It's not my fault. Honestly.
We should get out of here as fast as we can. This guy is a real psychopath.
What do you think, Harvey? Is this my fault?
Don't think like that, Edna. You only had the best of intentions.
I didn't mean to do that. I didn't have the faintest idea. What do you think, Harvey? Is it my fault because I let him out?
Don't listen to him. He's completely wacko.
I still can't believe what you did.
You'd better believe it, but do so quietly. If at all possible, I need to contemplate.
I can see the asylum in the distance, and there's the roadblock. And there, isn't that Alu Man on the observation deck? Now I can't see him anymore. Can you see our house, Harvey?
It all looks different from up here.
Help! I'm stuck here with a psycho!
Don't make any noise up there! I'll come and get you!
Made in Motown. Tuned to J minor 7. What's brown and sounds like a bell? Ding! With my bare hands? I've plugged it into the tape deck. Hello? Hello? Strange. He can't hear me. All right, I'll take it again, but I'll leave it plugged in. The cable doesn't seem to be very long, though. Sounds like someone playing the guitar. Is that you, Harvey?
Hey! Don't make so much noise down there! If you don't stop doing that, you'll create feedback!
He's right. The strings are vibrating in harmony with the organ. Hey, this rocks!
Whoa! Stop it! This is horrible! Turn that off!
That was fun. I didn't have the faintest idea. What was that scream? Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Or did I? All this can't be true. Wake me up, Harvey. Please? Harvey? Harvey? Say something.
I'm sorry, Edna. I just had the feeling as if I...
What? What's up? Do you remember something?
Oh, nothing. We've got more important things to do right now. Take the key and let's get out of here as fast as we can, okay?
You took the words right out of my mouth, Harvey. Home. Finally.
What now?
I can remember things. But just little details. I used to set ants on fire in that flower bed over there. In this pond, I used to blow up frogs. It all feels smaller than it used to. Let's try to get inside. Then we'll look for my room. I used to write a diary. Maybe it's still there. I'm sure I'll be able to remember everything with that. I remember that one of those ugly gnomes had the key for the door. Was it you? What do you make of this gnome, Harvey?
It should be lined up against the wall with the others.
Harvey!
What? Gnomes with pointed hats are rebellious insurgents without exception. Think of Papa Smurf. Or Karl Marx.
Are you looking at me? Do you want to fight? Never! How do you use something that is this useless? I think my father kept the key in one of these gnomes. It wasn't this one. I guess it's just you and me now, Django. Well, look at that. Here's the key. It's always the one you try last. He started it. And? Are you laughing now? Maybe he'll be of some use now after all those years of misery. I used to throw firecrackers in here on the 4th of July. Does this mailbox remind you of anything, Harvey?
We used to hide Alfred's lunch in there.
I think I can still smell the rancid liverwurst. It's full of unsolicited election campaign flyers. I don't want them. Uh-oh. Seems like it still won't talk to me, although the last firecracker incident was 10 years ago. So this is where I live. Look, Harvey, we're home at last.
We're not inside yet.
Dad, are you home?
It was worth a try.
It will never be like it used to be, will it? It's already mine, I think. I can hardly wait to be back home, finally. Oh no! It's broken and stuck in the lock now. Hey, our old living room is behind that door. Look, Harvey, the old living room.
Exactly how we left it. Creepy.
Hey, open up. It was always hard of hearing. How can I do that? It's burglar-proof. It's locked and double secured. I used to behead Alfred's G.I. Joe figures on this table. Do you remember this garden furniture, Harvey?
Sure, Mattis used to sit out here a lot.
It all seems like it was yesterday, and yet everything is different now. Do you remember me? It's me, Edna. It'll remember eventually. I have to give it some time. I'll clean up house first thing tomorrow. Then I can sit on the porch again. I could invite Hottie and Maudie for breakfast. This is where Dad often used to sit. Do you remember this garden furniture, Harvey?
Sure, Mattis used to sit out here a lot.
And my old umbrella. It's only genuine if it has 300 holes. Does this umbrella remind you of anything, Harvey?
Sure, we used to joust with it.
Yes, I remember too. Alfred made a miserable straw man. I told him 1,000 times that straw men don't scream ouch when hit.
Hello, Edna. I am a talking umbrella.
Stop that, Harvey. I don't talk to inanimate objects.
I hate to break this to you, Edna, but...
No. No. This one could never be used. I'd rather not. I'd free all the cockroaches that dwell in the umbrella stand. This rain barrel is home to a myriad of water fleas. Do you want to take a bath, Harvey?
Ick, no!
Hello? Anybody home?
Ahoy! Ciao!
Howdy.
Aloha.
Wow, quite an international crowd in there. Yeah, I could use a bath, I guess, but it still has to wait. I think this barrel is inseparably connected to the surface of the earth now. So this is where I live. Do you remember, Harvey? I used to come through this door whenever I was called in for dinner.
Sometimes you even detoured through the mud first to leave tracks.
Shush. Dad, are you home? I can see our kitchen.
Wow.
Can you make out anything in there, Harvey?
I'm a rabbit, not a cat.
Hello? Anybody home? No, this one never opened. The forest has reached Dunsinane. I can't remember if these used to be here.
No. They'd still be stuck in my fur if they were.
Just you wait. Your days are numbered. Why? To make thistle soup? I'd better get some tools. I can see a lot of tools that might be useful. Do you remember the shed, Harvey?
How could I ever forget it? We used to get the supplies for our field campaigns here.
Are you double-glazed?
Out here in the country, we don't like them there modernisms.
This has been built too well. Not a chance. Do you remember how we always used to bury Alfred?
You were the fastest digger west of the Mississippi.
Strange. Suddenly I have a craving for soup. Do you remember how we always used to bury Alfred?
Those were the days. Do you remember our hyper-realistic snowman?
It appeared so true to life, and nobody knew our secret.
Nobody besides Alfred.
Yeah, but he couldn't tell anyone with the carrot in his mouth. Do you remember the snow shovel, Harvey?
Sure, it was the most...
Even more.
He wiggled too much for a proper impersonation of asphalt.
Let me guess. You belong to Citizen Kane.
Well, leave me alone, will ya?
Why? There's no snow, and I can't see one of Alfred's sandcastles anywhere. I often used to play in the leaves with Alfred. Most of the time, we made one big heap. Then we jumped down into it from the shed roof.
Alfred never dared.
I guess I'll never find out if our plan with the pointy stones would have worked. Do you remember the rake, Harvey?
Sure. We used to destroy Alfred's sandcastles with it. Well, at least that was the month the lawnmower was in repair.
My favorite game was Hunt the Frog.
Yeah, Alfred really was afraid of the lawnmower.
And with good reason, too. Look, Harvey, the old lawnmower.
Yippee! Finally, we can play Hunt the Frog again.
Oh, Harvey, how can we do that without Alfred?
Oh, that. I'm sorry.
Hey, I know a certain gnome who bullies your little brother.
Grrr, I'll run him over.
Before I do the gardening, I should take care of the house first. No gas.
Maybe there's some left in the chainsaw.
It belonged to Dad's bike. It was the only thing left after my great idea about the bus and the bike chain. Does this wheel remind you of anything, Harvey?
Yeah, a lot of beautiful bike rides and our annual autumn snail hunt.
You look quite flattened.
Yeah, life can really drain you.
I used to catch tadpoles in these. Do you remember those gloves, Harvey?
Sure, we once collected slugs with them. The next day, Mattis went to trim the hedge. and ended up locking himself in the bathroom the whole day instead.
They only communicate using sign language. Those are only for people who don't like to get their hands dirty. They remind me of my dentist. Do you remember how we played dentist with Alfred?
I think it was the day Dr. Marcel beat up Mattis.
Good idea. Great. I have the remains of the broken key.